Okay guys, today we are making some flowers from some clippings. I've got some pink dogwoods right here, and the pink dogwoods are also right here. This is a hardwood clipping, and these are softwood clippings. These are little peony clippings right here, and some knockout rose bushes. So I'm just going to show you how I do this. I've got a mixture of perlite and vermiculite. You equal parts, mix them up in this in something, and then I got these little seedling places. I've already labeled them, so that way when they start coming up I won't forget which flowers are where. And then also we'll be doing some seed plantings for passion flowers as well today. So basically what you get started is you mix up the perlite and the vermiculite. You start them here and you go ahead and pre-wet the soil. I've already clipped these, but I'm going to show you how I did it, because we're probably going to have to do a little bit more clipping of these to make sure that it's a clean cut. Before you start cutting anything, you do want to make sure that you sanitize your shears, and we'll get started. I got to get my rooting powder together. That's the one thing I did forget. So I've got a rooting hormone here. I just bought it from Lowe's. This is what it looks like. And basically I just put a little bit in a container so that way I don't contaminate my mixture. I'm just going to stick some in here, and that way whenever we clean up the cuttings that I made today, we can just dip the cuttings in this mixture right here and just put them down in the soil. So I'm going to start right here with this softwood cutting. This is a dogwood. It's a beautiful pink dogwood. This is the color of it. And basically what you want to do is, I don't know if you can see this, there's like a little node right here. So see where this little node right here is? You want to clip this right underneath of it, because that's where it's going to start growing. I just did a little bit of a cut here, but we're going to take it about right here before we plant it. And this is going to allow it to root and make a little bit of roots right here. And what I'll do is I'll check this and see if they've got roots coming out of the bottom before I actually plant it. The nice thing I like about these are little jiffy strips that I got from Home Depot, but when this grows roots, I'll be able to just cut these apart and plant the whole entire thing. So we'll get started here. Make sure you can see what I do here. And it's been raining off and on today. So this is the little node. We're just going to clip it at an angle right here. Some people like to wound the clipping. I'm just going to do it like this because that's what I've seen done. But as you can see, it's a really clean cut. Some people do it like a straight across cut, but what I'm going to do is do like a angle cut, and then you just kind of take that cutting and really get it in that rooting soil here, or the rooting powder. And this is what it's going to look like, is you're just going to have a bunch of powder on this root. Let's see here, I don't know if I can get it to focus. Having a little bit of trouble. Anyhow, you can see that it's covered, but you want to get it pretty good, and then you're just going to plop it down in here. You want to be careful about making sure that you don't get this on your hands, and you don't want to damage that clipping, so just make a little room for it. And that's what it looks like right there, and I'm gonna put more than one in there, so that's what it looks like. Some people will clip the leaves and just like clip them halfway, and that basically what that does is it allows the plant to retain all the moisture. I can clip it a little bit, but generally I'm not going to do that as a habit unless it's got buds on it. In that case, if it does have buds, you're going to want to clip the flower off. So here's another example. I just when I clipped this off the tree, I made a pre-cut right there, and I'm going to just clean up that cut a little bit right here. And it's, as you can see, it's right above the node. So that node is gonna allow for new root growth. And I'm just dipping it in my solution here, as you can see. And there we go, that's kind of what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna wiggle it down on in here. You wanna be careful that you're not damaging it. Pink Dogwoods, East Tennessee's favorite. This one's a very small clipping. It's not very big at all. But again, even still, I'm gonna have a really tiny little root here, but I'm gonna clip it right here at this node. And we'll see if it takes off. If it doesn't, these didn't cost me anything, the little clippings didn't, so I can just try it again. Here again, I'm just gonna dig it in my soil, place it in, be very gentle, cover it up. There's 3 of them in there. I don't know how they're gonna take. Generally with dogwoods, you probably want to give them a little bit more space, but that's what I'm gonna do.